Welcome again, guys. Another great episode of Tea Time with Tommy. Oh yeah, that tea is really hot. So, guys, as you know, we always talk about hot takes and Partizan Player of the Week. Now, I don't even waste time. And Nora doesn't want me to waste time. Let's go right into the hot takes, guys, for this week on Tea Time with Tommy. All right. Hot take number one, the Toronto Raptors, absolutely disgraceful that they're playing right now. No heart, nothing. 17-13 they currently sit in the 6th in the Eastern Conference. I think they've only won, Nora Brate, 2 games in the past 6. Awful, disgraceful team. So reports are they're going to definitely, Bobby Webster is going to be on the lookout, the general manager of the Raptors. Nora and everyone are going to be on the lookout for a trade, a big splash. Don't think it's going to be Giannis. I wish it was Giannis, but
wow.
I wish it was Giannis. You know what? It could be Giannis.
Changing your tune.
It could be. No, it could be Giannis. I'd rather see Giannis. God, I'm sorry, Raptors Nation. I'm sure Partizan Nation doesn't care, but I'd rather see Giannis in a Lakers uniform, Nora. Yes, a Lakers uniform with Luka Doncic. But anyways, that's here or there. I'm going to go to that one. That topic. I'm going to go on that one, guys. So, yes. So, definitely, Giannis will go to the Lakers. But listen, this is what I'm thinking right now. The reports are going after Anthony Davis. Nora. Anthony Davis of the Dallas Mavericks. Mr. Street Clothes himself. And as the Raptors, you know what? Honestly, Nora.
The Raps are going after AD?
So, reports are the Raptors want AD. You know, honestly, I was against it. Guys, because he's injury prone, but like it's just going to be. I think the schedule doesn't get easier, right, Nora? The schedule's not getting easier, guys. So for the Raptors, so I mean, they still have to go. I believe they still have to play in LA. They gotta play all these other tough teams in the Western Conference, Golden State Warriors, and then you got the Thunder. You got all these teams. Like, I mean, we're doomed right now with this current state right now. So yeah, go after Anthony Davis. That's my hot take for that one. Get AD in Toronto. All right. Going to topic number 2. Jonathan Mogbo is still in the Raptors 905. Why is he still playing in the G League? Why not bring him out, try something different, add him to the rotation? This guy has a 7'2" wingspan, Nora. He's a defensive freak. He's got ball handling, athleticism. He brings havoc in the paint. He can bring some defensive spark plug on our team. Why is he sitting with the 905? For crying out loud, Webster and Raptors brass over there, bring the guy up. Give him a shot. He was a first round draft pick. He was part of the 31st overall pick by the Raptors in 2024. He's just dying away in the Raptors 905. Bring him up. So
get behind that.
Yeah. So definitely that was topic.
I believe you and I agreed on something.
Ooh, a miracle has happened. Me and Nora Brate agreed on something. But so I'm just fed up with the Raptors right now. So let's go from.
I haven't noticed.
So Nora Brate, let's go from the Toronto Maple Leafs, who absolutely none of them give a damn on that team. Only the coach, Craig Berube, cares about winning. The poor guy, he's going to have a heart attack on the bench, getting more and more grayer in the hairline because of his damn team that can't perform. You got Austin Matthews, Mr. I don't care, standing in front of the media every day. All he cares about is getting his man purse and calling up his BFF Justin Bieber over there. And you got William Nylander, this guy, who said publicly in post-game that he only scores goals. He doesn't need to play defense. I'm done with this team, Nora Brate. They're currently 15-15 right now, dead last in the Atlantic Division, going nowhere this season. This is my hot take. So I had a little argument with my brother. Not an argument, it was a friendly debate with him, Nora Brate, last night. I think after this season, we're not going to win the Stanley Cup Finals. We're not winning the Stanley Cup. So after this season, we should trade Austin Matthews. We should trade him. I think if we trade him in the offseason, his value is at the almost highest peak. We could reload, get a lot of first-round draft picks, young prospects, and start to rebuild again. with another generation of superstars. Because we've given this bunch of clowns like more than a decade, Matthews, Marner, and Nylander, and Tavares. Hasn't worked out. It's not going to work out. Tavares is the other guy that cares about winning. I'm sorry. He's the other only guy that cares about winning. Sorry about that, Johnny T. But yeah, honestly, it's time to trade Austin Matthews and William Nylander. Let's get some draft picks, guys. Let's rebuild on that. So, I like, oh, you got any, what do you think, Nora Brock? They trade Austin Matthews. Woo! I think it's time. I think it's time to trade him and William Nylander now and rebuild now, because these two aren't leaders. They're never going to be leaders. They can be that superstar piece on another team that has leaders. So I think it's time to like rebuild, and maybe we can draft a young kid out there who's playing in grade 8, grade 9 hockey in Toronto, who's got leadership skills that can one day become leaders and superstars for us that can bring the Leafs to Stanley Cup. So yes. Nora doesn't watch hockey, so she doesn't have anything to say. Oh, I'm on a roll, eh? I'm going to get it in the comments section, Nora Brate, from Leafs Nation and Raptors Nation, eh? But they're feeling... Here we go. Topic number 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right. Let me just go a little on this one. Let me go on this one. This guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis, you know I love you. I'm a big fan. You gotta stop with this lies, and you gotta stop with this wishy-washy thinking. Kendra Perkins, Nora, the guy from ESPN Analyst, said that Giannis is a coward for not coming out and straight up saying I want to get traded, and he's just lollygagging right now. I think coward's too much of a word. Like Giannis isn't a coward. He won't back down from anyone, right? But make up your mind, Giannis. Do you want to retire a buck, or do you want to leave? Everyone knows, including sources from Shams Charania, Nora Brate, myself, everyone knows you want to leave. You want another title. You can't win a title with the Bucks. Just fess up and just ask for a trade.
He told the fans he'd never leave the Bucks.
Well, then stay. Why do we have to listen to these reports every year about this guy wanting to leave? Then stop whining, Giannis. Stay with this pathetic Bucks team, who is, believe it or not, more pathetic than the Raptors, by the way, right now, and just retire. What is with this wishy-washy thing? Like, the one thing about Giannis I do appreciate about him is the loyalty he's got, Nora, but he can't make up his mind. He thinks he'll be the bad guy if he asks out. And that's Bucks brass. It doesn't want to be the bad guy either. So it's a staring contest right now. Wasting everyone's time. I agree with Kendra Perkins in that regard. He's wasting everyone's time. Make up your mind. Do you want to retire a buck, or do you want to get traded? It's getting silly now. Everyone's sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sure you're sick of it, Nora Brate. Ask out. Just end this charade, or don't. Just stay there for the rest of your career. Like, make up your mind. So that is my hot take on Giannis. Stop doing this wishy-washy thing. We all of us do it. I'm not perfect. I do it at times, but you got to stop with this wishy-washiness, Giannis. Make up your mind. You want to retire a buck, or you want to win a title.
It's interesting. There's like one article that says 76ers are the Giannis trade option no NBA team wants to compete with. And then another one says Bucks trade Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Toronto Raptors. That's not...
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I think... No, I'm glad you brought that up.
See how that can come up, and like, there's so many different like headlines like that are just giving so many different rumors in all different directions. So what's actually happening behind the scenes?
It's that's what I mean. The reports are, and I trust Shams Charania reports. The reports are his representative, Alex Sarsius, I think his name is, the guy from Greece, is talking to the Milwaukee brass about where should Giannis stay, should Giannis go. He's talking to John Horst about it. I mean, unless like Giannis and Milwaukee and his representative, I believe, they're doing a smoke screen. Unless they're doing a smoke screen where, hey, let's just keep working on a deal behind the scenes with the other teams and publicly say you want to stay, Giannis, so you don't look like a bad guy, but let's... If that's the only reason I can see why Giannis is wishy-washy, because he's getting his representative to talk to Horst about trading him to like a team right now, currently behind the scenes.
Yeah, but what team is right now? would take him for a supermax contract.
Oh, there's one team. There's two.
What team?
So Knicks aren't going to do it, which is a shocker because, well, I mean, they have no draft picks. But the shocker is that Giannis just wants to play for the Knicks. So Knicks can't do it because they don't have any draft picks. They want to give up their players, right? So reports are saying Knicks might not do the deal. Two teams that will do it. I've been reading this back. Well, three teams actually. Miami Heat definitely will do it. Lakers will do it. Believe it or not, the Golden State Warriors, they're ready to do it too. Now you got those three teams.
You're gonna get the minutes in, like with those teams. They're already stacked.
They're not stacked. What are you talking about? Okay, so you got the Warriors, old man Curry and old man Draymond. Sorry, all respect to you both. I'm sorry, Draymond, Curry, but you're both old. But like, they need someone like Giannis to come in there to help Curry out with the offense. Jimmy Butler's good, but he hasn't been that guy for Curry to help him with the offense. So Giannis would definitely just come in and make that a him and Curry, like, look out, right? They're going to be amazing. I mean, the Heat, they're desperate. They're going nowhere right now. I mean, they're better than like the Bucks or whatever, but they're going to make the playoffs, but they're not going to win the title. They know that. Pat Riley knows that. He's willing to give up Tyler Hero and a bunch of draft picks, Andrew Wiggins, all these young prospects to get Giannis. He's going to give Milwaukee the best deal so far on the table. Now, the Lakers, though, are willing to give up Reeves. Ryan Reeves.
Correct, yeah.
And they're willing to give up. They got draft picks, guys. Lakers got draft picks, too. They got Reeves. Maybe you got Hachimura. You can give up Hachimura. And maybe we can throw in Dalton Connecting. And then you got a bunch of draft picks. Like, I mean...
Austin Reeves.
Sorry, Austin, Brian. I'm sorry. Sorry, Austin. So, yeah. So you got... you live in L.A. No, I mean, you're in L.A., Nora. Come on. Help me out here. So you got Austin Reeves, Dalton Connecty, Hachimura, and I believe a bunch of 3 draft picks. Like, that's a good deal. And the Warriors are just waiting to unload Kuminga in that Giannis package as well. So and Giannis said he'd rather be in a sunny city. So those 3 are sunny cities. So I mean, those are the 3 in the sweepstakes. Unless the Knicks just Giannis says only trade me to New York, that's the only way the Knicks will get him. Other than that, they're screwed right now. But yeah, absolutely. So sorry I took up so much time there, Nora Brate. Oh my goodness, but I had to let loose on that one. So
Go ahead.
let me go quick. Let me go quick on the other ones here.
What else you got?
Number 5, we had the Jake Paul this past weekend, guys,
Oh my God.
and
That was insane.
Anthony Joshua, and the other crossover match, Nora Brate, between Andrew Tate and Chase Demur. And I have one hot take for that. Awful garbage. Hot garbage. And they should never ever do another crossover boxing match again. That is absolute. Look at all the pro fighters on YouTube, Nora Brate. They said it was hot garbage. Both matches.
The guy was like hugging his AJ's leg the whole time.
And then you got the other one. No, I don't know if you saw it. Chase Demur, is that his name? The guy from Love Island. And Andrew Tate, Mr. Know-It-All. I mean, the guy, Chase Demur, is throwing his uppercuts from like back here in his waist, guys. And he beat Andrew Tate. And Andrew Tate's saying, I'm this badass kickboxer who won all these titles. Anyways, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's time to end crossover boxing. No one's watching it. Whoever watches is are idiots, okay? Or they're like one of those the Gen X kids that go on social media and all day. Like, those are the only ones who will pay to watch that. Like, no one's going to watch it anymore. Like, you know, all respect to Jake Paul and Tate and whatever, but it's time to put an end to this. It was absolutely I don't know what I was watching. I really didn't. What a waste of time. All right.
I mean, like, I get it. The point was to bring eyeballs to the sport, but
It's done.
at this point, it's become like it's almost they're making a mockery of the sport.
You're right, Nora Brate. It's run its course.
They're saying anyone can get in the ring, anyone can box, and it's just like it's devaluing the sport in itself. But then that's an interesting debate because it's also like before, not a lot of people were paying attention to boxing. So yes, it brought more attention over the past few years. But now I feel like, okay, just go back to
Go back to them making millions of dollars on YouTube.
I don't know.
Do their podcasts. Like, they have the clout now to just reach millions of people around the world through their podcasts. So,
Did you see how his jaw broke?
the guy was spinning during the post-fight with Ariel Helwani. So, Canada's own Ariel Helwani, Nora Brate, Canada's own. But yeah, he's spitting blood everywhere. So, it's a joke.
Jaw broke in 2 places.
Jaw broken. I'm glad Anthony Joshua took the fight. You know, I respect Anthony Joshua, but if it was him and Tyson Fury, I'd cheer for Fury. But I gotta respect Anthony.
Call out Fury afterwards.
All respect.
People online were like freaking out. They were like, "Oh, now you want to do it when like Fury's walking up and."
No. It's not just Anthony Joshua's fault. The fight was never made in the past. Like Fury also ducked him too. So it's both their faults. Oh yeah, that's another story in itself. So, but that's my hot take, Nora Brate and everyone. Enough with those ridiculous crossover boxing matches. All right, let's go with the last 2 topics. We talk about Partizan basketball. Let's go. Woo! Oh. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna have to teach you an actual song.
I know the song. No, they sit up and they do this with the thing that. It's like a Wicked song. I forget, but they stand there holding the.
Learn it.
Yeah, I gotta learn. Okay, I will. I'm sorry. Let's go with Nora Brate, Partizan Nation. Something's interesting happening with Jabari Parker and their current coach, Mirko Okolic. I'm gonna get his name right. Okolitz. Mirko Okolitz. Yes. So he was Jabari that lost against Virtus Bologna. We were on such a great win streak. Partizan Nation lost to Virtus Bologna in the EuroLeague. I think it was round 16 game, and it was blowout 86-68. Pretty bad loss in Belgrade. That was a bad loss. But Jabari Parker, DNP, Nora Brate and Partizan Nation that game. That's very interesting because he's a pretty good player. He's a depth player on that team. He didn't play. He was a scratch. Coach was like, "Oh, it's just a rotation situation. I saw the practicing, and he just didn't fit against the game against Virtus Bologna." Serbian media, Nora Brate talked to him about it, and this is what he said. He was like, "No, it was informed. No, it was. Oh, sorry. No, it was just his decision. That's it. But what concerns me is like you guys are interviewing me. Why am I that important? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had nothing to do with the loss today." So he's getting upset. So he's going on. He's like, "I want to support him." And then he goes on. So, like, the focus should not be on me right now. The focus should be on those guys. I want to support him. When asked about his future with Partizan, he was like, "Well, the number one thing is to play, right? You guys know my capabilities. You know that I'm one of the best players in Europe, and that's where I want to go. So, if it's here, if it's somewhere else, I got to worry about my future." Hot take, guys. Hot take is Jabari Parker going to leave Partizan after this year? My gut says no. I think he's going to stay. But, I mean, it's pretty embarrassing getting a DNP for a great player like Jabari Parker. I mean, for no reason. So that was his saying. He's like, it's about me. I love my teammates in Partizan, love the city, but it's about my basketball career. So if I'm not getting played, why should I be here? That's what he's trying to translate, So, hot take here, guys, is, you know what? I think he'll stay, but if this continues where he keeps getting DMPs, expect him to be leaving Partizan after this year. I hope we don't lose him. Guys, but it's a great forward for our team, but yikes, not off to a good start right now for the new coach. So, which leads to the last take is the same game they lost to Virtus Bologna. We lost to. Fans, of course, we have, Nora, I'm saying right now, we have the most passionate basketball fans in the world. And if you embarrass us like that on our home court, you're going to get it. And boy, did one of them get it. Dwyane Washington Jr., someone threw a lighter at him from the stands. He got hit by a lighter. They were raining boos as well. Other stuff was being thrown on the team. But Dwyane Washington played it cool. He was like, you know what? This is Partizan, the most passionate basketball fans in the world. This is where we're playing. If we're not playing up to snuff, this is what we're going to get. So he was very classy about it. He didn't speak bad about the Partizan fans, about Partizan Nation. So, but guys, come on. Let me tell you something right now. We got to be careful, though, Partizan Nation, because we don't want to scare off one of our top players, Dwyane Washington, and him leaving at the end of this year. Like, Jabari Parker will be a big loss. But we lose Dwyane Washington, guys. Ooh, that'll be a bigger loss for our team. The guy just scored 48 points today, Nora Brate, against KRKR, Slovenian team. So we won that game. So we're back on track. But, you know, Partizan Nation, let's calm down. You know, our players are getting better. We don't want them leaving our team. So those are my hot takes. All right, guys. So here on Tea Time with Tommy, we always have a special about each Partizan basketball player. So today we're going to talk about the team captain. Yes, El Capitan, Vanja Marinkovic. That is right, the team captain of Partizan Belgrade. Woo! Yes, we're finally on our team captain now, guys. So
you're really getting the crowd pumped.
Yes, go! Let's sing the Partizan song. So Vanja Marinkovic, of course. Partizan Nation, you know more basketball than anyone in the world. Do I even need to tell you? But I'm going to go through it anyways. Yes. He was born in 97 in Belgrade. I was actually in grade 12 at that time, so that's how old I am, Nora Brate, when Vanya was born.
Don't unleash the beast.
So basically, yeah, his dad was a football referee, cinematographer. His mother, Dragana, and his brother played basketball in their youth. So he's actually the first family member to make it pro. Actually, he's the one that made it. So props to Vanya for that. He has played for Partizan. He played for Partizan 2013 to 2019. Went to Valencia from 2019 to 2021. Then played for Saski Baskonia. I don't know if I pronounced that right, Nora Brate, from 21 to 24. And now he's back playing for Partizan as team captain. So also he has NBA draft rights. So he's never going to play in the NBA, Nora Brate in Partizan Nation. But he's drafted by the Sacramento Kings. And then he was traded to the Clippers, his draft rights. And then he was traded to the Grizzlies for his draft rights. And then he was traded to the Brooklyn Nets. And now he's currently draft rights to the Phoenix Suns. So if he ever wants to go play in the NBA, he's got to play for Phoenix. That's a nice sunny country. Nice sunny country. So, yeah. So he's been like, yeah, he's also, let me just read out his stats real quickly. Currently, 9.7 points per game, 2 rebounds, 1.6 assists per game, steals 0.3, blocks 0.1. That is his actual current stats. So I was researching all these interviews, seeing if, you know, hey, you know what, let's find some little tidbits of our team captain. They're all in Serbian. All their interviews were in Serbian with no English subtitles. So all I heard was Costa, 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 Costa. That's all I was hearing. But then I found an interview, a good one with him in English. And it was interviewed, Nora, by his old Baskonia teammate, Chima Monake. So I think Partizan Nation knows who this guy is, Chima Monake. He still plays in EuroLeague right now. I forgot what team. I think it's Fenerbahce. But they were teammates in Baskonia together. So he got Vanya on, and I got some little tidbits about him. So the sole reason, here's the tidbits, guys. The sole reason he started playing basketball is because of his brother Vanja Marinkovic. Sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. I apologize. But yeah, Voya, sorry, thank you. Voya played competitively, so his little bro Vanya would follow him around, watch his games, and that's when he started to fall in love with the game because he really looks up to his older brother Voya. So thank you, Voya. If it wasn't for you, we would not have Vanya playing for Partizan. Believe it or not, another tidbit is that he didn't have any NBA idols. His idols were not from the NBA, Nora Brate.
Oh, really?
His idols were from the early 2000 Yugoslavian basketball teams. So I couldn't believe it. It's pretty interesting. So his idols growing up.
Euro players weren't really like NBA players. They're more so like
Exactly. And he also said that NBA games were on at nighttime late. He had to go to bed for school and practice the next morning, so he couldn't even really watch them. So his two idols growing up, I'm sure Nora Brate knows this, and Partizan Nation should definitely know this. I'm going to try to pronounce their names properly. I'm sorry, guys. Dwyane Wade and Alexander Georgiev. I know Georgiev because, you know, Nora and them have been telling me a lot about this guy. You guys, you both have been telling me a lot. That was his idols growing up, Bodiroga and Georgiev. Thank you. Dejan Vodoruga and Alexander Dorjiev were his idols growing up, and yeah, so that was one tidbit. Another tidbit, Nora brought it. He was 17 years old when he signed with Partizan, and he became the youngest captain in Partizan basketball history. At age 17, they made him the youngest captain ever. I don't know if Obradovic was the coach at that time. Whoever that coach was, wow, to put faith in a 17-year-old to be your team captain. Like, I mean, him and Chimanek, they were going back and forth in that interview. They couldn't believe that he was the team captain at age 17. So that's also good. He replaced the legendary Bogdan Bogdanovic, right? Remember Bogey? Nora Brate led Partizan to all those titles and left for the NBA. So when Bogey left to the NBA, guys, basically he was supposed to be the next Bogdan Bogdanovic. No one can be the next Bogdan Bogdanovic, but I think he's done himself well, Nora. I think he's done himself well right now for Partizan. Marinkovic. So yeah, that's one thing. And Vanja also, he said his time playing in Spain he really wasn't happy with. Like he really didn't like playing in Valencia. The coach had no faith in him when he played in Valencia. So he told a story where I think it was like 5 months left on his contract, and he just went home to Serbia and just practiced because he knew he wasn't wanted there anymore. He just waited for his contract to expire. That was sad. So no love for Valencia. He loved Baskonia because he knows his teammate Shima Moneki, and he loved his time in Baskonia there. And then, but yeah, he just didn't have a good time in Valencia. Like, whoa, how can you diss Vanja like that? It's unbelievable. Stated, they asked him, like, who's the best player in the world right now? Obviously, he said Jokic. So, but he went deeply why he says Jokic is the best player in the world. He's got a high IQ. He makes everyone else around him better, and he's a hard worker. So, a little tidbit. I mean, I guess it's not a tidbit because that's his friend and Serbian teammate, but he went into deep why Jokic is the best best player in the world right now. Going over another tidbit this was a good one. Basically, remember when Serbia won the bronze medal? They just barely lost the U.S. in the Paris games. So they were tanked and they were drunk. He's saying the story where he got drunk. The whole team got drunk. And there's that famous video of them on the bus just singing and drunk out of their mind. You can find it on YouTube, Nora Brate and everyone. So look. Yeah. You can see Jokic like twirling the towel over his head. So they're drunk and they're traveling all over Paris, right? And he said that they found they found a professional Serbian singer. They found a professional Serbian singer living in Paris during this whole drunk fest that was going on after they won the bronze medal. So they got this singer, and the singer was serenading them and everything. And this guy lives in Paris, a Serbian singer. So, and then afterwards, they went back to the medal ceremonies, the bronze. This is the story that Vanja was saying. And there was a guy, actor. I don't know if you know who he is, nor Omar Sy. Do you know who that guy is? Yeah. Okay. So you know the story, Nor, right? So you want to say? I'll tell it. Nor knows. So basically, Nor can correct me with the details, but they go back to the medal ceremonies to get their bronze medal. They're tanked out of their mind, and Vanja was saying in the interview, "Oh, yo, look!" He was telling Bogey, "It's Omar Sy." Now, sitting next to Omar Sy, guys, staying next to him is the legendary Thierry Henry and the legendary Tony Parker. So soccer and basketball legends, right? And this guy literally waved them both off and just wanted a picture with Omar Sy. I don't know who this guy is. I would have taken the picture with Tony Parker and Thierry Henry. I know this guy. How can you ignore Tony Parker and Thierry Henry for Omar Sy? I don't get it. But I love you, Vanja. It's all good, man. I love you. But yeah, could you imagine you saw Tony Parker and Omar Sy next to each other in Toronto, and everyone's like, yeah, Tony Parker, get out of the way. Omar Sy, let me take a picture with you. It doesn't make sense. But that was also, and and then he's also stated that the Serbian national team, they always go on video call, which is shocking. They're always on video call. They always talk, hang out in the summertime. And that's why he's saying that the Serbian national team is so like tight. They're so good. So goes on video call with Jokic every week. So hey, you know,
Actually friends.
they're actually friends. So power to Vanja and Jokic for that one. And the final thing, Nora Brate, is
What?
he loves Salma more than Rakia. So they asked him some questions. His teammate Chima asked him, who do you like better, Sarma or Rakia? He loves Sarma. I have to agree because, you know, I don't drink. But Rakia's my favorite drink, Partizan Nation, so don't worry.
Dude,
But
you can't even have one sip without getting ice.
exactly. Hey, Nora's
Turn tomato red.
Look, Nora's aunt made the best sarma in Belgrade when Nem and I visited his family. Shout out to Nora's aunt, Anna. Shout out to you, Anna, for making the best sarma in the world. So yeah, he likes sarma more than Rakia. He says MJ is better than LeBron. Well, of course, like everyone knows that.
I mean, that's not even a debate.
No. He would. This is interesting, guys. He would rather win a EuroLeague title than an Olympic medal. That was an interesting answer. I thought he would go with the Olympic medal. No, it was a tough question for him too, but when they would ask that, he said EuroLeague title because EuroLeague's really hard to win.
It's just EuroLeague over there. When we're talking about it over here, it just doesn't make sense. But if you actually experience EuroLeague in Europe, my good God, it's a whole other world.
It's another world. Another world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I wasn't. When I think back, I'm not too surprised he said that. I thought he was because Olympics is it's every kid's dream to make the Olympics, but EuroLeague's every kid's dream in Europe, including Serbia, to win the EuroLeague title. So, and Partizan's only won it once, led by the legendary Georgiev. Did I pronounce his name right?
Sure.
I didn't pronounce his name right. I'm sorry, Partizan Nation. And one more, he loves the beach more than the mountains. So I think I did a better job this time with the athlete research, right, Narrate?
Yeah, you really got some good anecdotes in there. Look at you.
Can we give a shout out to Chima Monecki, his teammate? Check him out, guys. He's on YouTube. He's a famous European basketball player who's famous on YouTube right now. And if Chima is watching, it would be a joy to have you, sir, on our Tea Time with Tommy one day with me and Nora Brate, because he's really funny, Nora. Like, the dude's a funny guy. Speaks perfect English. So because of. Oh, and I also saw an interview. Sorry, one last thing. Sorry about this, Nora. I also saw an interview with Vanja when he was 17. No, when he was like 15 years old. There's an interview clip. I could send you the link, Nora Brate, and you can put it in the comment section. It's really interesting. He's very shy and stuttering all over the place because he's only 15, 16 years old. He's not like the calm Vanja yet, but it's a funny interview. It's a funny interview. Something. If you want Partizan Nation, like, you know more than me about this guy. So what am I? Who am I to tell you how that interview went? But
that's fine. You're discovering a whole new world.
All right, but no, I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job, Nora. With all these interviews, and they're all in Serbian with no English subtitles. So,
You know what that means, though, right?
I gotta learn Serbian. Yeah.
Yes.
Send me. Is there a University of Belgrade? I can go study there 1 year.
You know what? You should ask them for a scholarship.
University of Belgrade. Let me go there 1 year for scholarship to study Serbian. Basics. I know Havala and Ciao. And Brate. So, and Shavapi. But yeah. Oh, last thing, I really enjoyed this, Norba. I really enjoyed studying Vanja. Vanja, you're amazing. You're amazing. I hope you can come on the show one day. It was great to study your career.
Tommy, you know what time it is now.
Oh yeah.
It's tea time.
Tea time. Let's go, Norba.
You're gonna tell us a story. Today's story is about Timbits and how you spoke to one of the biggest NBA players ever, arguably, and you asked him what?
Okay, so is this the Dwyane Wade one?
Yes.
All right. Because I told everyone about Timbits. I told every NBA player about Timbits that day. But we'll go with Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade was the best one. Good pick.
You went to every NBA player and told them about Timbits?
I think I did that to Kawhi too, but he wasn't listening. Yeah. But Dwyane Wade was the best one. Okay.
Kawhi doesn't want to come back.
Well, that's his problem. Oh, I got another take for that guy next week, guys. Kawhi. Ugh. Well, anyways, oh yeah. So Dwyane Wade. So 2016 NBA All-Star Game, guys. Dwyane Wade was, of course, Mr. Dwayne. The Flash. He was the man for Miami Heat at that time, Dwayne County, and he came to the 2016 All-Star Game. We got media passes. Me and my friends. Nem was there. Noah Brate with me, and we were just going around doing interviews with NBA players at this famous Toronto hotel, Chelsea Delta, I believe. And we found this booth, and it was packed, but we had enough room to wiggle in there. See, Dwyane Wade is such a happy-go-lucky guy. You see him being interviewed by Stephen A. Smith, Nora, and all these guys. People are asking him just boring questions like, what do you think of the All-Star Game? How's the season gonna go this year with Miami? Blah 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 blah. Right? Big three, LeBron. Blah 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 blah. That was the questions were going around about that. That's when LeBron left Miami, so they were going on about LeBron leaving Miami, and he was getting bored. His face was getting bored. Someone asked him about his bank, how much money he makes, and he's like, "That's a private question I can't answer." And it came up to my turn. And I asked Dwyane straight up, I was like, "Hey, Dwyane, have you heard of Timbits?" And I swear you're not, Nora Brate and everyone, he looked at me. He was so genuinely interested about Timbits. So what Timbits are, Partizan Nation, are these donuts holes. So they're making donuts out of donuts, like donut holes out of the donuts, right? Nora, correct me if I'm wrong. You're making...
Yeah, stop doing that.
I know, sorry. Damn it. Donut holes. And then, donut holes, and they're really famous in Canada. They're called Timbits. And I asked Dwyane Wade about it, and he looked at me like, "What's Timbits? What is that? What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're donut holes, Dwyane. They just make donut holes out of donuts, and it's so good. They got sugar, different flavors on. Really? Tell me more." And you got like people around me just laughing because because I got him, like he was expressing the human side of Dwyane Wade, right? And he's like, "Oh, tell me more about donuts. You heard about the double-double?" So what the double-double is, Partizan Nation, is coffee, 2 creams and 2 sugar. But it's famous in Canada at Tim Hortons coffee store, the double-double. And now he's like, "What's that? What are you talking about?" And I told him, it's coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugar. It's famous in Canada. It's famous in Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is a famous donut coffee store in Canada. And he was so mesmerized and fascinated by this. I think... At the end of the day, I gave him like a time to just like enjoy the interview process, because you know how basketball players have to go through the same questions every day with the media. I think I gave him that small window to just be Dwyane and just talk about Tim Hortons Timbits and Tim Hortons coffee. So yeah, he enjoyed that, and I think it was a great interview, and he really appreciated my questions. And then after I left, the footage was useless because my brother bought me the wrong mic and the audio didn't work. So
No way, Tommy.
It's gone. Footage is gone. Footage is gone because my idioto brother could not get me a mic. But one day...
First of all, you're a human. You're a grown-up. You could have got yourself a mic.
Hey, I was a rookie at this, okay? This is before I met you. Was it before?
No.
So, if we ever, Nora Brate, get a chance to go to an NBA All-Star media event, I'm going to do it right. We're going to do the top-notch video equipment with the top-notch camera operator editor, which is going to be you. And it's going to, but you know what, overall, I just saw the good side about Dwyane Wade when they did the Timbit thing. So, I got more Timbit stories for next time, guys. If you want, Nora Brate, I got more Timbit stories. So it's, I interview.
I just thought it was funny because I know how sometimes like other reporters look at you like you're clueless, but really like it's funny.
Can't blame them.
You kind of shake everybody a little bit. You're just like getting everyone out of their comfort zone by asking. Yeah. In one angle, it's like a stupid question, but in another angle, it's like you get a little more of their character out of them.
Yeah, but Dwyane appreciated. But hey, all power to Flash though. Like he was so into it. Like that kind of helps me too, because I want to be that fun reporter with the players, right? So he allowed me to like get in that area where he was playing back with me. That's what I love about Dwyane. If you see him in interviews, he's very friendly. He's very friendly. Like, you see Durant, nothing against him, but you don't know if he's in a good mood or not because he's got that stoic face, which is him. And you got Kawhi, he's robotic, which is him. You got all these stoic NBA superstars, but then you get the fun ones like Dwyane. I think Luka and Jokic would be fun interviews. You get players that are just like very, Draymond, Steph. Those are the players that like just love to have good interviews. So Dwyane really, that was exciting. That was an exciting moment. Wish I had the footage. My brother bought me the wrong mic, Nora. What can you do?
You gotta stop blaming your brother.
I am gonna blame him. I will blame him. It's his fault. What's that?
I said, who bought you that mic?
What? The one that didn't work?
No, the one that works right now.
That's why you're going to be my #1 camera operator and editor if we get into an NBA media event. I only get the best, guys.
Okay.
And Nora is the best. So, but it was great. It was great. I really appreciate it. And I interviewed a whole bunch of others about Timbits, like Anthony Davis, LaMarcus Aldridge. They were all very interested in what the hell this was. So thank you, Tim Hortons. And thank you, Dwyane, the Flash, Wade.
Yeah, if only you had that footage. Gone viral.
I'll still look for it, but I think I thought it was pointless.
Who knows? Maybe Dwyane would redo the interview with you, and you could talk all about Timbits. You can have like a little Timbit corner at the NBA All-Star event.
I would love that. So one day, Dwyane, if you can come on, I'd love to talk about Timbits.
Should sponsor you.
They call it the Tombits.
Actually, that's not bad.
The Tombits. But that is a story time with tea time, guys. Dwyane Wade.
Not just tea time, but yeah.
Tea time. Sorry, tea time. But yes.
Thanks for the tea time, Tommy.
No worries, no brought.
We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. See you next week for more.
Can you give us any flavor of like what we're gonna do next week?
Ooh, I have another story of tea time, but I will keep that for next week.
You know what's interesting that came out today, which we should discuss next week, is actually about the NBA and FIBA joining forces for something.
Ooh, okay, we gotta talk about that. We'll get to that on Sunday. But hey, and Partizan Nation, don't worry, we're coming back. We're 6-11 right now, but we're gonna come back. No, 7-11. We won today. We're gonna make a comeback. 48 points, Dwayne Washington Jr. Great job.